Expecting a child, but not swine flu. What pregnant women should know about the H1N1 threat. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Harris, and you are in the CNN Newsroom.
Well, fighting the flu, fighting the H1N1 especially, that could be tough on anybody, but pregnant women facing the toughest battle of all, and that is why the CDC is moving them to the front of the line for the H1N1 vaccine.
The Centers for Disease Control is strongly recommending that pregnant women get vaccinated for swine flu. Studies show that expectant mothers who develop H1N1 are more likely to end up in the hospital.
And regarding swine flu, they're an especially high-risk group. We're talking about pregnant women. One woman you'll meet illustrates the incredible danger that H1N1 poses for expecting moms.
Through your mouth every time I touch your back.
An update today on how the swine flu vaccine is affecting some of the most vulnerable patients. Federal health officials say they're finding that a single dose is working well for almost all pregnant women. But they say young children will still need 2 doses for the best results. CNN's Cara Finstrom looks into the threats expectant mothers potentially say they see for themselves.
A year of twists and turns for Nancy Brizendine.
I was like, what?
This past spring, an unexpected pregnancy for the 42-year-old. Shock turned to celebration, and then just weeks ago, that jubilation turned to fear.
I had like a cough, like sinus infection, infected ear, nausea, fever, and then that's when I went into the urgent care.
Nancy tested positive for the H1N1 virus, and the fact that she was pregnant put her right in the middle of a group that experts are most worried about.
Women who are pregnant seem to be somewhat immunocompromised, and it just turns out that women who get the H1N1 tend to get sicker than the general population.
I couldn't even get out of bed and lift my head because I was just so sick and achy.
It's tough enough to fight the ravages of H1N1 at home, but many pregnant women end up waging a much more serious battle. The Centers for Disease Control says pregnant women are 4 times more likely than other H1N1 patients to end up hospitalized. Just last week, an expectant woman from El Monte died from the H1N1 virus. She was 27. Doctors say for some reason, the virus seems to cause the most serious complications in women who are both pregnant and young. Nancy believes age worked in her favor. She got better with Tamiflu and rest. But Nancy wasn't just worried about one baby on the way. You see, Nancy's 22-year-old daughter, Kayla, is also pregnant. And doctors strongly suspect she also caught H1N1.
One more time.
The difference? Kayla, who had no health problems, ended up with bilateral pneumonia and on oxygen support.
Like, I was hyperventilating because I couldn't breathe.
Was she at risk of dying? I mean, how?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Honestly, I thought, okay, is God giving me this baby because he's going to take my other baby? And I didn't want that to happen. So it was hard. It was real hard. And that's, I'm thinking, okay, what can I do being here? I need to go to the hospital. I need to be with my baby, but I couldn't.
3 weeks later, doctors say mother, daughter, and both of their unborn girls seem to be doing very well.
I got the girl one.
Yeah.
But still, there are fears.
I was just worried. I mean, like what effects is this going to have on my baby? And what effects are the medication going to have, or what effects the x-ray is going to have?
Since the virus doesn't cross the placenta, probably not too much of a threat, at least that we know of. However, if there are very high fevers in the mother, that could affect the baby.
Health officials are urging pregnant women to get the H1N1 vaccination, and Kayla and Nancy agree.
And you have to realize it's not just you, it's your baby.
Yeah.
You have to protect both of you.
In Lancaster, California, Cara Finstrom for CNN.